Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Unqualified Game Chat. I'm your host, Azario Lopez, and with me today, my co-host, Spencer Legacy.
Hello. Great to see you all again. I'm so excited.
Spencer, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, thank you. You know, things are chugging along with school and playing games, so I can't complain. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I feel like this week, compared to last week, it feels like ages since I last spoke with you. I don't know why.
It does. It's weird. Like I saw when we were looking up the number of this episode, I was like, photo mode was the last episode? That feels like that was weeks ago.
I look forward to this. So like when Saturday's around, I was like, God damn, I wish it was Wednesday so I could talk to Spencer.
Oh, I want to talk to my friend Azario, but it's Saturday, so I can't.
Yeah.
I can only talk to him Wednesday.
We don't want to get tired of each other too quickly.
It's true. After the podcast like the recording ends, we just immediately stop talking, just in
Friendship
case.
Canceled.
Friendship canceled with Azario.
or until you post something that you're not supposed to post.
Yeah, until I accidentally post something because there's no embargo, and then I get a Facebook message at 3 a.m. in my time that says, "Hey, I don't think you were supposed to post that."
It was midnight when I swear, because I Googled searched that article and you guys were the only ones that came up, and I was like, "Whoa, that SEO bump!" Hello.
That would be why. We're still getting a code, so we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Yeah.
Spencer, as you know, this podcast is recorded every week and posted to Thursday to podcast services. You got your Apple, you got your Spotify's, and your YouTube's.
All of them.
Every Thursday. Every Thursday, that is.
Without fail. Every Thursday, no matter what. We haven't missed one yet.
Snow, rain, or shine.
Yeah, exactly. We've had all three here this week, so it is truly through those.
Yeah. We have had a massive thunderstorm this past week, but here I am.
Still posting on Thursday.
So I just kind of want to open up the floor to what you're currently playing.
So what I've been playing a lot is Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive-Town, but I can't talk about it too much because everything outside of some preview stuff is under embargo till the 23rd. So I wanted to say it's I think like my second or third experience with the farming genre, and I find it very interesting. I played Friends of Mineral Town, so I think this is and I played the Doraemon one.
I love the Doraemon one.
The Doraemon one was so charming. It was
oh my god,
insane.
Like playing that game was just so cathartic, just like relaxing. Like I just wanted to, like I was reading a storybook or something.
Yeah, it's like bliss. You're playing it and you're like, this is nice.
Life is okay when I'm playing Doraemon, and you don't even have to know who Doraemon is to enjoy this game. By the way,
it's true. You're like, this is just a wild, like fun little fantasy, and then like even a cursory knowledge. You're like, oh, I get it.
Because Doraemon doesn't play the biggest role in the game, but he is.
Yeah, not really. He's just kind of, and then you got like a golden statue of him that you can place. But outside of that, and him just kind of being around as a character, for sure. But I'm quite enjoying these farming games. It might be because I'm neurotic, so I like doing things in a set order or doing things routinely.
Yeah.
And that's what farming games are, is it's like, oh, today I have to water all these in this exact row, and then I can eventually improve my tools to water them better. And I have to go to the store to get these, but the store is closed this day, so I have to stock up on this day. And all these things, like I can see why people take notes, because it's very easy to lose track of all the information, but it's so laid back. Like there's no time goes by in the game, but there's no deadlines.
Yeah.
So like, all your crops could die and you're like, oh, that sucks. I guess I'll just start over. And it's a bummer, but you're not like kicked back or anything. So it's a very relaxing experience. And this one's no exception. So I've been having a good time setting up like the perfect farm and trying my best to make it more and more efficient. And I think a game where it rewards you for being efficient and encourages you to be more efficient by giving you new landmarks or new accomplishments as you go is right up my alley. So I've been quite enjoying it personally.
Yeah, the thing about farming games that I think I like most is that there is no, you're not like reprimanded for like doing something wrong. Like I
Yeah.
said, you can take your time with it, but you do hit milestones that does progress a narrative in some way. And I think in the Story of Seasons series, to what it's come to is like getting married is like a big milestone.
Yeah.
And I think in this one you can have kids, and I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But
This just in, Noisy Pixels Azario.
I'm pretty sure I saw a trailer with a little
I
baby.
think there's babies, and they're probably yours.
I hope, because I'm not taking care of any that aren't.
That's a whole different game. I'm here to farm. That's it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, man, I'm not a fan of Stardew Valley.
I know I've never played it, so I know nothing about it outside of
I've never played it either, and I just don't like it.
Is it like overhyped at this point? Like,
yeah,
you've seen it
there's
too much?
a few games. Here's I think there's 3 games that I can think of off the top of my head that everyone has played and everyone likes, and I just don't like. Stardew Valley, Undertale, and Doki Doki Literature Club.
I haven't played Doki Doki. I like Undertale, but it has like the worst fan base, so that's understandable. And I haven't played Stardew Valley, so I can say that I agree for the most part because I have no knowledge.
I feel like I've read enough news stories because for some reason, because those games got big, then now IGN and GameStop or GameSpot has to have days and days of coverage for these games, and I'm just a little overkill.
Yeah, that's fair.
Write an article on a Neptunia game and then talk to me. Like there's other games you could be highlighting. I think the problem that I have is that there's so many great indie games out there that don't get the recognition, and the ones that do, it's overkill.
And that's fair too. Like when a game feels like it's become huge, it tends to overshadow other games, and so I think it's fair to kind of feel that way. Although, I mean, I guess the only way to know for sure is to try the game. But I mean, maybe I'll try those games.
The game that also turned me off, and it's a more recent title, is Disco Elysium.
Oh, I've heard about that game. Yeah, I haven't played it.
Everybody fucking loves that game.
Everyone's
and I
like,
look at it, and I'm like,
I don't know. I'll stick with my.
I'd rather play another month of Final Fantasy 11 than play Disco.
I got like 3 Dragon Quests right here that I could get to.
It's like you got your give and take. Like, when it comes to farming games, I am so casual. Like, give me a nice soundtrack. Give me some. I'll take my time with it. But honestly, I don't see myself becoming too meticulous with organization, and I think that's what that's the kind of mindset that it requires is organization.
Yeah, for sure.
And the way that I play games now, it's not good for those types of games because I just want to speed through everything, and that's my only thought process. And you really do have to teach yourself to like, hey, enjoy this. Like you're not writing about this game. Just take your time. And if
I'm like you.
They give you like 3 weeks to review it, and I'm over here trying to beat it in 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I should have taken the 3 weeks and just enjoyed it, because a casual gamer, it's like if you watch an entire season of a TV show, anime, whatever on Netflix, you binge watch it, there's going to be 2 to 4 episodes that you just fucking clock out on, and you're just looking at your phone and you don't give a shit. Even like good shows like Breaking Bad, if you're trying to binge that, there's going to be some episodes where you just like
your attention span's just like pushed to the
after like 5 hours of Breaking Bad, you just stop caring, even if you're trying to binge it. And same with video games. And I think that's why the rushed reviews aren't reflective of a game that's played across 2 to 3 weeks, a month,
Mhm.
maybe. There's just something about investing your time into something that makes the product so much better.
That's why I like that they give us so much time with these. Is
Yeah.
it encourages, because I'm like you, I like Google how long games are when I want to. I'm like, okay, I have time to play one game this month outside of review games.
Hmm.
Let's Google all the games I own that I haven't played and see which one's the shortest.
Yeah.
So I feel so it's kind of nice to be able to play a farming game and kind of go slow. I
Yeah.
kind of like it.
It's very nice feeling. And I think that's why I'm gravitating more towards like visual novels, adventure games,
Yeah.
puzzle games too. It's just I'm forced to take my time, especially with a puzzle game. It's like
Yeah.
you got to take your time on this. But yeah,
Yeah. I agree. What have you been playing? Azario?
there's a couple things I've been playing. One of them, the review is up today, and I think the game is out today. It's The Outer Worlds,
Nice.
Murder on Eridanos. Um, to put it simply, The Outer Worlds, the base game, made me really believe in Western RPGs again. I was so burnt out, like with everything that Bethesda was putting out and everything that I was playing up until The Outer Worlds
Yeah.
just wasn't resonating with me at all. And there's just something about Obsidian's approach to this genre and their dedication to delivering a solid package to players through a narrative and through game systems that this one just blew me away. I I I, I didn't like Peril on Gorgon, the second expansion or the first expansion, as much as I did this one. But looking back, and this is something I guess you can add for what I just said, the combination of the two, they really do go together. Peril on Gorgon is like this really dark and like action heavy expansion, while Murder on Eridanos is all light. It's all in the daytime, and it's more narrative. There's very little action here, and it's more about because it's a whodunit mystery pretty much, and you have like these several suspects, and you try and crack the case pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's super narrative heavy. There's some dungeons to explore and some items to gather, and there's this new weapon that lets you look at items closer and investigate, and it's super cool. So that actually made me like Peril on Gorgon more. It's like, okay, I thought this was just what it was, oh, this is just an action heavy expansion. It wasn't that significant, but adding it with, they just complement each other, and I think I don't know if we'd see another Outer Worlds in the future. Just maybe Private Division will get a new developer to get on it. I might be mistaken, but Obsidian is owned by Microsoft now.
I think so.
They're doing Grounded. They're working on Grounded. Yeah. Okay. I think they're owned by. You know what? This is the good stuff that you're getting here on this podcast.
Only here. Do we fact check ourselves?
Fact check ourselves.
No gotcha comments for us.
Yeah. So they have So yeah.
Yeah, we were right.
So yeah. So clearly Private Division owns the IP and probably had a contract with Obsidian to finish these 2 expansions, and they didn't bullshit. They gave us 2 good expansions. I'm pretty sure they could have delivered anything because they're not even. What do they care? Private Division is not even their publisher anymore.
Yeah.
When they leave this game, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the product. So
that's
whether
awesome.
we get a new Outer Worlds or not, this is a great send off to the franchise.
I've been meaning to play Outer Worlds. I've heard great things about it, so that it interests me to hear that from you as well. So
you can beat it in like 6 hours.
That's not
if you
bad.
just go through the main quest as fast as you can, and then the expansions open up at level 25.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm a big New Vegas fan, so I've heard that since it's by Obsidian, it's got a similar tone.
Yeah.
So it might be
Yeah.
worth checking out. I'll see if it's
Yeah.
on sale anywhere.
Loved it. Also, I'm playing a visual novel called Love Sweet Garnish 2. And do you dabble in the visual novel world too often?
A little bit. There's some. So, like the basic, everyone's gonna call me a visual novel normie because it's stuff like Phoenix Wright and Danganronpa
That's
that
not.
I know it doesn't really count. Well, it's not quite like a game because there is a lot of text.
I like to consider those adventure games. I'm
You know what?
I'm in the camp where I'm trying to break up these genre defining or genre definitions because there's so much actual gameplay in Danganronpa that when you compare it to
Yeah,
a regular visual novel, people are just so confused because we've been calling Danganronpa a visual novel for so long that the normies that got captured by the Danganronpa hype, they went to a real visual novel and they're like, wait, what the fuck is this? like,
I just want to point out I wasn't captured by the hype. I was reading it on Something Awful
oh, okay.
way back in the day.
Here we
So
go. He's proving
yeah,
himself.
I'm proving myself here. But yeah, other than that, like I haven't really dove into what you might call like the straight up visual novel stuff, just
Mhm.
because outside of Noisy Pixel making very informative videos, I don't know much about the genre, so
Yeah.
I
I feel
haven't
like
really
we're the
experienced it.
I feel like I'm just gonna go out and say it. We're the biggest
Probably
reviewer of visual novels out
you
there right
probably are.
now.
I don't think I can contest that. I think that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Nobody I mean, compared I mean, us as a group, but then there's like Steam curators who kind of do it hardcore, but not on Metacritic.
Yeah, they're not on Metacritic.
Not on Metacritic. This one, it's a slice of life visual novel,
Mhm.
and I'm just not feeling slice of life right now, so I'm really taking my time with this one. The girls look pretty young too, so I mean, it's like
Ooh.
I'm uh I'm just juggling with it a little bit. I think right now it's just I'm not feeling a slice of life. I need
That's
some
fair.
type of like tension, or I just don't want everything to be so happy all the time.
I want some misery. I want the Zack Snyder cut of Love
Yeah.
Garnish.
Yeah, give me the Zack Snyder cut. um so that review should be up soon. Um Other than that, I'm not doing anything, and I think that'll lead us into our our discussion today.
What?
Surprise, surprise.
Oh my gosh. We're doing that?
Microsoft has fully acquired Bethesda. The thing went through. The deed is done. $7.5 billion,
Yeah.
and now everything is Microsoft. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Let's just out the gate. People have been looking at this, so they probably they know. Okay, everyone knows by this point. I just want to know your opinion on it. So just lay that on me.
I think it's peculiar.
Hmm.
As an acquisition, it makes sense. Bethesda is a well-known and well-loved company, so it would make sense for Microsoft to want them because, of course. But I've seen some concerns of monopolies. I don't know enough about that to comment in an educated way, but I do think it's strange. Like it's weird to think of Bethesda as a Microsoft studio now,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because their stuff has always been like it's something you've always seen on everything. It's not like Insomniac where most of their games were on PlayStation, so it's not like a surprise to see them be part of PlayStation or companies like that. But it's at the same time, the PlayStation versions of their games have always been the roughest. So if they were to be exclusive to PC and Xbox, I wouldn't be shocked. But it's strange to see such a big company that has some of like the biggest IPs in games
Mm-hmm.
be taken by one company. So it's peculiar to me. What do you think?
Um, so without getting into um something I want to bring up later, my just general thoughts on the acquisition is it's smart for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Um, the problem with Sony right now and what they're trying to do, PlayStation in general, is they're targeting Western studios that give experiences.
Hmm.
I attribute things like The Last of Us and Days Gone. They're they're more like experiences to me.
Yeah.
Like they're art pieces. They're telling a story.
They're very similar as well
Yeah, yeah.
in their presentation.
Um. So when when I look at Sony's catalog of games, I'm gonna tell you nothing nothing really impresses me right now.
Really? That's a controversial statement.
Yeah, I don't see anything. What they have there's this game called like that one roguelike shooter. What's that one?
Oh, Returnal, yeah.
Returnal. That one looks okay, but
What about Ratchet and Clank? It's different.
more like
To be fair,
Ratchet and Stank, you know?
oh, that's a hot take. That's a scary take.
I mean, but it's but again, it's Ratchet and Clank, and this this game's gonna come out, and we're gonna get a couple probably like expansions, but we're not gonna see another one for 3 to 4 years.
Mhm.
Microsoft buying Bethesda. Bethesda can literally put out 2 to 3 games every year with the studios that they have.
Yeah, with ZeniMax and everything.
You know, I think Microsoft really put themselves in a position where if you're looking for exclusives for a more Western audience, action and Western RPGs, I think that's the smartest thing they could have done. The thing about with the direction Sony's trying to just one and done it. I mean, Last of Us 2 came out. What have we seen of Last of Us 2? No expansions,
It's true.
no multiplayer, no anything. It
Yeah.
just came out, and that's the money that they got. They got their money, and now you can buy it for $20.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, with a Fallout 76 is still getting money from those nerds.
It's true. That's
You
true.
know, Microsoft or Minecraft is still getting money. It's like
Oh yeah, I forgot all about them having Mojang.
I think Sony's in a position where they really need to put down. I mean, they tried that Predator game, failed.
I forgot about it entirely.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was out
failed.
completely. Yeah.
Um, and that's the sad part about it is, like I don't think. I mean, they put out Days Gone and nothing came out after that. They don't
Yeah.
support their IPs the way that these other studios do, and they don't give their studios enough room to support their IPs because they're going for this grandiose, like huge build up, huge marketing press. Let's put out. What have you fucking heard about Spider-Man since the release? That it got a performance update and now you can play it in 4K and 60 FPS. Like, who fucking cares?
They have been good with Ghost of Tsushima though. They gave that some extra stuff.
Who's the developer of that?
Sucker Punch.
Give it up to fucking Sucker Punch, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Sucker Punch is great.
Sucker Punch. Oh man, that game is so fucking good, dude.
It's true. It's amazing. It's an incredible game.
Yeah, I'm very much into whatever Sucker Punch does. So I mean, yeah, okay, well that's a great example actually of like what a studio should do.
Yeah, and it shows that Sony is capable of having their studios do that because Sucker Punch does it.
I think Microsoft has a lot to go on. I think I'm also a little bitter about Sony.
Yeah,
not really giving any money to Japan studios.
Yeah, that was a real bummer to see.
Totally fucking writing them off. Yeah.
Just disregarding their whole legacy. It's kind of sad.
Give us a proper Wild Arms, you fool.
Yeah. Yeah. Revisit some weird old stuff like that people don't expect.
Yeah. Give us something. it doesn't have to be this huge, graphically intensive game. Just give us some shit.
Yeah.
We'll buy it. Just give us some shit.
Give us more
some
weird stuff like Puppeteer or Tearaway.
fucking Ape Escape. Give us
Yeah. Oh, I would love a new
anything.
Ape Escape. That would be
Give us
incredible.
anything. Get fucking weird again, Sony. You don't need to cater to these Last of Us fools who want to think. We don't want to think. We want to play fucking video
We
games.
wanted to catch funny monkeys.
Yeah, I get it. There is room. I'm gonna go on the record. There is room for little statements and inclusion in gaming and inclusion of characters in certain
Big
stories.
cinematic games too.
Yeah, I mean, I played The Last of Us 2. I liked all the characters. I had no problem with the direction that they went with those characters. The only problem I had is the layout of that entire game and the story.
Mhm.
But if they switch things up again, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But there's a place for inclusion in video games, is what I'm saying, and you have that. But I mean, I wish that there was this fun side too. I mean, what's that studio? Who does Wolfenstein? Sledgehammer or not Sledgehammer?
Chainsaw
Machine Gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Games or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about.
A weapon of some sort.
Yeah. They have fun with their IPs. Are their games good? Some of them are little stinkers, but they have fun.
But they try.
Doom Eternal is fun. Is it this fucking graphically huge, like everything's perfect narrative? I'm making a statement. No, it's not. It's just a fucking game.
Yeah.
And that's what Bethesda is able to put out.
Yeah, I think Sony needs to follow their example and bring back more fun. Because I love the cinematic stuff for its own reasons, but I think there is a lot of room for fun, gameplay focused experiences like your Ape Escapes or your like Jack and Daxter's or your Wild Arms and stuff
your
like
Legend of Dragoon.
Your Legend of exactly. So I do think that it's a good step for Microsoft to grab another fun studio for sure.
Yeah. So, okay, now I want to bring the conversation over to when it comes to exclusives, do you think Microsoft is going to keep Bethesda games exclusive to PC and Microsoft?
That's
and do
tough.
you think it'd be wise of them to?
I'm not sure. I don't think it'd be wise to keep an Elder Scrolls or a Fallout. I think that would have some big pushback. I think the smaller things would probably be fine, but I can't picture people being thrilled about having to either have a better PC or an Xbox to play like the Elder Scrolls 6.
I'm gonna go out and say that I think they should keep all of those games exclusive if they want to fucking survive. Because right now, Sony doesn't give a fuck about them. You know?
That's fair.
And the thing about Microsoft sharing Minecraft and fuck it, dude. Like, you could take Minecraft off. Be stubborn. You don't need to be good guy Microsoft all the time. You need to sell consoles is what
You're gonna get some comments on this one.
You need to fucking sell consoles, Microsoft. Don't give a damn about the Sony fanboys. Don't write them off. Show that there is no other place to get the Fallout experience besides Xbox and PC. Power to the player. Wait, is that them?
Is that Sony?
Is that Sony?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's them.
I don't know what Microsoft has. They're the X.
I'm loving it.
I'm fucking loving it. There's just nothing to play on Xbox. That's it.
That's fair.
That's
an interesting perspective, though.
Microsoft needs exclusives. That's where they fucking fell off.
That is what they need.
Now they have a studio with hella studios. Let it rain. Let those exclusives rain. Give them all that Bill Gates money, and just make some great fun, mindless games. I don't even want to fucking think. I just want to play some games.
I just want to shoot demons and Nazis
I just want to
for
shoot
fun.
some demons. I want to shoot some Nazis, and I want to go into a fantasy world and fight a dragon.
Yeah, who doesn't?
That's all I want to do.
But if they give that experience to everyone,
Yeah, well,
that won't be too bad.
No, it would.
It would.
It would. Because why would I buy an Xbox? Why would I buy?
You're right. In a business sense, like it would make sense for them to keep everything
Sony
exclusive.
still charges them for every Blu-ray they buy. So
Is that? Oh wow.
Sony owns Blu-ray.
That's weird. That makes sense
Super
though,
weird.
I guess.
That's why Nintendo ain't going Blu-ray. They're gonna make their
They're doing cartridges
for life, dude.
They're gonna die with cartridges.
They're gonna find some weird disc-based thing that's not gonna work, but they're gonna try it.
But it's gonna sell.
Yeah,
It's gonna sell.
They're not ones to pay anybody.
They're a little stubborn, a little bit.
Yeah, be a Nintendo, Microsoft. Channel your Nintendo. I know it's wrong, and it's probably wrong to think this way, but if Xbox wants to survive, they're going to need to be a little mean. And I think this is the meanest thing they could do, but business decision wise, the best.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. It's a matter of doing what's right for business versus player interests. So it's up to them as to what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. I think Sony bringing some of their games to PC is cool, but not if it's better on PC than it was on console. Because if they're proving that, then why even buy the PlayStation version? You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Double-edged sword.
It is.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That's Azario's hot topic corner. You got all the hot takes on exclusives right out in the open for you guys.
Why go anywhere else?
Exactly. Are you going to find opinions like this anywhere else? I don't think so. They're exclusives.
They're exclusives. These opinions are exclusive.
he's just living up to his word.
Well, guys, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
And have a good week. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.